Hey guys, welcome back to Hawk Talk. So today, Abby and I are going to be doing a one-year special video for you guys and a Seahawks versus 49ers post-game analysis. So just to start off this video, I just want to give you guys a quick message. So today is Hawk Talk's one-year birthday. It's been exactly 1 year since we started this YouTube channel, and I just want to say thank you guys so much for supporting us and helping us throughout the journey. Obviously, we know we're not a huge channel, but thank you guys for watching and listening to what we have to say about the Seahawks. So yeah, if you guys do enjoy this, content, please subscribe and like it, or whatever you want to do to help us grow. And yeah, thank you guys so much for supporting us through this journey. And we hope that you guys can continue supporting us. So now that that's done, let's get into the Seahawks versus 49ers post-game analysis. This should be like a quick 5 to 10 minute video. So yeah, Abby, can you get into the 49ers stats?
All right, yeah. Before I get started with that, I just wanted to say it's been an amazing year making videos. This is like my first time actually doing this like consistently, so it's been really fun. And yeah, thank you. Yeah, we'll just get into the stats then. So for this game, Jimmy Garoppolo had 20 completions for 30 attempts. He threw for 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. One of them was by Bobby Wagner, which you don't see very often, and everybody was really excited to see that. He's a veteran player that deserves all the credit that he gets because he's just been balling at a high level ever since he came into the league, pretty much. And also, for running backs, Eli Mitchell had 22 carries and had 66 yards, averaging 3 yards a carry. George Kittle had 1 carry for 5 yards. And Jimmy Garoppolo also ran the ball two times for 0 yards. In the receiving end, George Kittle had a great game. He had 9 catches for almost 200 yards, so 181 yards. Brandon Ayuk had 9 catches for 55 yards. And Kyle Juszczyk had 2 catches for 21 yards. In this game, George Kittle was a pretty big deal. I mean, after Jamal Adams went out in the second half with that labrum injury, I think he was targeted a lot more down the middle. He caught a lot of passes. He made a lot of key plays for the 49ers, got yards, and yeah. In the defense, Aziz Al-Shahir, I think I'm saying that wrong. I might be saying that wrong. But he had 11 tackles and 4 assists, and he also had half a sack. And then DJ Jones had 7 tackles. Then there was also, Eric Armstead. He had 1 sack and 2 tackles and 2 assists. And that was pretty much it for the San Francisco 49ers. They couldn't finish it in the end. The Seahawks did finally break their 3-game losing streak and win 30-23. Okay, so yeah, you go ahead.
So just a quick note for the 49ers, they also got a pick. Kawan Williams also got a bobbled interception off of Gerald Everett's hand and foot, I should say. But moving on to the Seahawks stats, Russell Wilson threw for 30 for 37, which is extremely accurate, 231 yards and 2 touchdowns, along with that, like I said, bobbled interception that wouldn't have happened if Gerald Everett, hung on to the ball. Travis Homer actually played the big part in the running game, mostly because of that huge fake punt touchdown early for the Seahawks. He got 3 rushes for 80 yards and 26.5 yards a carry, which is like insane. But most of that was from the fake punt and obviously the touchdown. Rashad Penny got most of the touches this game, even though Adrian Peterson was in it. He got 10 for 35, 3.5 yards a carry, and Adrian Peterson had 11 carries for 16 yards, just 1.5 yards per carry, and that record touchdown where he tied, I think it was Jim Brown for the most touchdowns, which is insane. So I think if they use him later in the season, he'll definitely be able to break that. And Russell Wilson obviously had 3 rushes for 15 yards and 5 yards a catch. 5 yards a carry, sorry. And then, so Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf finally had big games. I think this was probably like the first time in all season, or for the first time in weeks, months even maybe, that both of them were in sync. Tyler Lockett had 68 yards off of 6 catches. DK Metcalf had 60 yards off of 5 catches, and Tyler Lockett had a touchdown. Also, rookie Dwayne Eskridge, our second-round draft pick this year, had 3 catches for 35 yards and a touchdown, his first career touchdown, which is great to see. Rashad Penny had a 27-yard catch, and then Freddie Swain had a couple catches, 3 catches for 18 yards. And then Travis Homer had a couple catches as well. Joe Everett wasn't that productive today. He had 7 yards off of only 4 catches, which isn't good. I think Gerald Everett didn't have that good of a game because, he was the reason of the pick, and then he fumbled the ball a couple of times and whatnot. But it happens sometimes. So I know he knows that want to improve. So we hope to see him get better for the next game. So in this game, defensively, Jordan Brooks had 6 tackles. Bobby Wagner also had 6 tackles with that pick that Abby was talking about earlier. Quandre Diggs had 3 tackles and a pick, which was just a bad decision by Jimmy Garoppolo, so the Seahawks got pretty lucky there. Darrell Taylor had 2 tackles, as well as Jamal Adams and Sidney Jones, and then there was just a couple other tackles around the board. So let's get right into the analysis of this game, Abby. I think the fake punt, I think when the Seahawks called that, they didn't know how much of a help it would be for the Seahawks, but I think that's probably the reason they won this game.
I agree with that, but also I think that the Seahawks, they should take more risks like this. I mean, it benefited for them in this game. If they take more risks like that, like what they did this game, there was also one play where they threw a pass to DK Metcalf, and then he threw it back to Russell Wilson. It was almost a touchdown by Tyler Lockett deep down, but he was just a little bit too short, maybe like a foot or two away from the ball. But yeah, I feel like if the Seahawks took more risks like that, they would be more successful because they have the players to do it. They took Dwayne Eskridge as that gadget guy to make those plays, like those end arounds and stuff. So they really need to get them like into like that fake phase and like also like take more risks. And also Jamal Adams also had a pick, I think, in this game.
No, that was Quandre. I think that was Quandre Diggs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but speaking of Jamal Adams, it's really unfortunate. He is out for the season with a torn labrum that he needs surgery on. That's just, you hate to see it. Obviously, Jamal Adams is my favorite player. He's, the juice guy. He gives the entire defense energy. He's super hype. So it's pretty hard. It's pretty heartbreaking to see that. But I also think on the offensive side, like you said, Abby, I think they do need to take more risks. We saw it pay off. Sometimes the risks don't pay off, but I think especially this season is the best season to try it because they're already probably like it's super, super low chance that they'll make the playoffs anyways. So this season is probably the best season to do it, to see what works and what doesn't. So in a way, I guess you could say that that's one good thing that came out of the season. But I also think the Seahawks did a great job of getting Dwayne Eskridge involved. They definitely need to do that when he's healthy because they know he's super speedy. He can be like a great gadget guy, like Rondale Moore for the Arizona Cardinals. He can do it all. And, we know that how that helps the Cardinals. They target him a lot and give him a lot of touches. So if the Seahawks can find a way to do that with Dwayne Eskridge, I think it could help. So, defensively, the defense just played a great game. I would say they have been super good this, last half of the season. They did allow 23 points, which is not what you'd see, but I mean, this game was a high scoring game, so that was nice to see. But I think other than that, this game, I feel like the Seahawks also won just because of like the 49ers, like they just made mistakes. Like
Yeah,
they just made mistakes and the Seahawks capitalized off of that, which is
what you like to see.
yeah. This game, if you were watching it like live, it was crazy. It was all over the place. It was super entertaining for me personally. Also, I want to give a shout out to Carlos Dunlap who had that a safety, which you never
Yeah,
see, and that ball batted on fourth down for the win for the Seahawks.
I
But
mean
yeah, it
that
was
batted pass kind of like saved the game because
yeah,
that could have been a touchdown. There were some guys open in the end zone, and it was in the red zone, so you
yeah,
never know.
yeah. But I mean, Carlos Dunlap, we know he's a great player. He hasn't been super effective this season, but that's mostly because he hasn't been playing as much. But yeah, so this is kind of a short video. We will have a game preview against the Houston Texans game. This is like sometime Saturday. So yeah, once again, thank you guys so much for supporting Hawk Talk through 1 year. And we hope that you guys continue supporting us because we will keep putting out videos. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to support us in any way you can and go Hawks.
Go Hawks! Thank you.